What's up, people? Thanks for tuning in and checking out some of my Dark Souls here. We're about to go tackle Sin's Fortress. Now that we've gone through the trouble of ringing both bells, you might as well go ahead and get through there so we can get to Anor Londo. This used to be a terrifying place when I first started this game. Yeah, it was dreaded. According to what I've read on forums in the past, especially shortly after this game came out, that this was unanimously the most feared place in all of Dark Souls, at least for a while. I mean, a lot of players had problems with this place. Me being one of them. I earned every inch of this place, learning the timing on the swinging blades, and where the enemies were, and what the enemies were, and blah blah blah, and where not to step so you didn't fall off, and oh, just, man, you name it. Go on and on. The rolling boulders that crush you. Yeah, just... place is full of traps, full of all kinds of stuff. Definitely one of those places where the environment was notorious for killing you. Not to mention the enemies. Those lizard men with their large... what do they call them? Flamberge? Flamberge? I don't know how you say that. The big great swords that they have. Well, the lizards with the multiple arms, they have the flamberges. The other ones have another kind of great sword. But it doesn't mess around. It doesn't mess around at all. They like to do bleeding and all kinds of other nasty things, and plus they do just a crap ton of damage. And then a New Game Plus, it just magnifies after that. Alright, so get in here. I think Combustion Fireball is fine. Something for up close, something for a little more range, whatever. Here we go. Gate is open for us. We are ready to venture forth. Conquer this place. Like the badasses we are, because that's how we roll. Let me go ahead and put on my ninja flip ring. Yeah, ninja flips. That's what I'm talking about right there. Wah! All I need is a mask and a little suit and a katana. Alright, so, get in here, and first of many lizard people. Like I said, I don't know what you call that sword. It's actually a really cool-looking sword. Pretty neat, actually. But, this ninja flip ring, one great thing about it is it gives you an extra 3 frames of invincibility. With the light or the fastest roll, which is essentially what I'm rolling at now, anything under 25% equipment weight, you get, I believe, 15 frames of invincibility, which at 30 frames a second is roughly half a second. 18 frames is essentially 10% more invincibility. And plus you can roll a little farther. You dodge a little farther than you would with just a regular fast roll. I don't know in terms of distance exactly what percentage farther or whatever, but that's my understanding. That's how that works. And I believe you also recover more quickly from getting knocked on your ass and stuff like that. Anyway, alright, from down here, before we venture farther off into the... I don't know what that is at the bottom down there. I think it's dried blood, sticky blood. Maybe it's supposed to be oil or something, but I think it's supposed to be dried blood, actually, from all the people who have died above. You know, from falling off stuff. Yeah. Anyway, get up here, and this is the golem we saw in the cutscene after we rang the second bell, whichever order you guys did it in. But this is him. He pulled that chain, opened the gate, and this is how we're going to show our appreciation, by throwing fireballs at his butt, right? And, yeah, elsewhere, hitting him in the privates with fireball. It's really kind of disrespectful of us, actually, but, you know, that's how we do it. He shouldn't have made us ring both bells just to open the stupid gate. He should have just opened it the first time we knocked, when we went down there to talk to Onion Guy. Alright, so grab that. Now, I believe that's always a drop from him. The Titanite chunk, I believe it's guaranteed from this guy. Now, his big brother, who likes to throw fireballs at the top of the main tower, I don't think he always drops one. But I believe this guy always does. Anyway, there's the chain that opened the gate, which we saw him in that cutscene. And then get out of here. Nice view down there into the forest. We spent our time down there, paid our dues. Now it's time to go explore this place. I'm going to try to find all the loot that I know about in Sin's Fortress. It's all the rings, even a spell, a black sorcerer outfit, which I will actually be wearing the top piece of that, because it's just a little bit lighter, with roughly the same, if not better, protection values than what I'm wearing now, which is still little or nothing, but it doesn't weigh anything either, so Keeps my equipment load down. Alright, now I'm going to snipe these guys. There are 3 of the lizard... What do you call them? Wizards or whatever? Casters? Ones that throw lightning at you? There's 3 of those guys. So right back about here, I think anything past that pillar there is out of the range of their lightning. It will dissipate before it reaches us. Anyway, having poison arrows help a little bit. Not only keep track of where they're at, but let that kind of go to work. Right, there's one there in the middle and then one on the right. Anyway, so having poisoned the crap out of these guys, got them sizzling up there. Kind of slow, a little bit slow and tedious, but if I want to go tangle with this other Titanite demon that's guarding a bunch of treasure behind him, there's another way in there. You can actually drop in from above. But I'm going to go ahead and draw this guy out here a little bit and try to go toe-to-toe with him. See how this ends. Now, like I said, I think this is dried blood down here. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Kind of nasty thought, but the old rusted iron ring, which we got from the Undead Asylum when we went back there, and that's what it allows you to do. Walk around free and clear, not hindered by this junk. Works the same in the swamp. You can run full speed through the swamp. It's kind of nifty. It's great to show off, go back and farm Quelaag a few times, and run around full speed while everyone's slodging around. You know, show off a little bit, right? And that is some nice range he's got with that thing right there. I wish the Titanite catchpole had that kind of range when I used it. I probably... Oh, wow, bad timing. That's what I deserved. You know, if it weren't for the sake of the video, I'd probably just sit back and just snipe that dude till he's dead. Even though these Titanite demons are immune to poison, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that, but... well, I've shot 30, 40 plus arrows at these guys, poison arrows, and still not gotten the poison effect. So if it takes any more than that, it's just not worth it. I'll just use regular arrows if I'm going to sit there and snipe them, but that would have taken all day. Of course, it's probably going to take just as much time getting back to where I was. Wow. And all of a sudden they become superheroes when they know you're going back to try to get your stuff. I'll let that arrow trap do some work on one of them. Okay, get out of here. You know what? Since y'all want to be feisty about it, they will chase you almost all the way down to the bonfire. I think they stop at the other door. Man-Serpent Greatsword. That's what they're called. Okay, well, that makes sense. They're man-serpents, and that's their greatsword. Alright, so let's get back in here. Let's go ahead and just drop straight back down. Okay, you know what? I can sit there and snipe those guys all over again, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? I'll tell you what. We're just gonna go another route. There's another way to do this. I have to go up top anyway to get this one ring, and there's one of several paths I can take to get back from there. But essentially, you drop off onto a ledge. It's a ledge just above where those 3 serpent guys are. And I think it's the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring, which allows you to be silent and sneaky. So, to get that, we're going to have to eventually come back this route one way or another. And I believe also from that ledge, instead of dropping down, you can also drop back onto this walkway here. I don't know. I've slept since I was last here, but we'll figure it out. We'll see all that. Like I said, I'm going to grab all the loot that I know about anyway, one way or another. Now, this lizard, what he likes to do is shoot lightning at you when you're trying to weave your way through these blades, and I, personally, could not tell you how many times he's caught me with just enough lightning to stagger me back a little bit, knock me into one of the blades, and the blade throws me off, and then I die when I land, of course. And my souls are in some real precarious place when I try to come back through. It's just ridiculous. So I just snipe him through the swinging blades where he can't hit me at that window. Be a real coward about it. I'm not ashamed to admit. Alright. And here we go, the Rolling Boulder Blast. And another boulder can come by anytime. Oh, well, take your time, buddy. Okay, we see a little loot down there off to the right. We'll go get that in a second. First, we need to take care of this guy. And he's so dead set on coming to bite us in the face that he didn't realize he was fixing to get runt over. Yes, runted it over. Grab this ring. Once this next boulder passes, we can just dive off to the left over here. And we will also see an old familiar face who we met when the gate was closed. He was wondering how to get in. Well, apparently he figured out how to get in and helped us out by killing these two lizard guys. He doesn't always kill them, but they always leave him alone, right? But sometimes he'll do this favor. Don't know why he did here. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't.
Oh. Ah, where did you come from? Splendid news, I tell you. Ah, so you see my plight. Yes, indeed. I've run up against the wall, for a ball to be precise. I'm afraid I'm a bit too tough to be outrunning those things. So here I sit in quite a pickle, but who knows? Perhaps we'll have another development. Perhaps I could try some rolling. Bah, no chance. My head would spin.
Actually, he'd probably roll pretty well in that outfit he's got. It's the Katarina Knight. The Onion Guys, I like to call them. Alright, so wait for one more boulder here. Oh, and that loot that we found when we dropped off the ledge there, if you didn't notice, was one of these shotos. One of the weapons that Knight Kirk uses. Evil bastard who killed our firekeeper. He'll pay for it. We'll get to that in good time. In fact, we're not too far from dealing with him. Okay, now as long as you are under 25% body weight, as soon as that ball passes, sprint up here and you'll have just enough time. Okay, now first I'm going to send the ball forward. And what I need to do is, this isn't just going to take out that lizard that was napping against the wall down there. This will also open the path so I can go rescue Big Hat Logan. Now since I have the master key, I can open his cage. If I didn't, I would have to go get his cage key, which is found being guarded by a serpent guy later. Wait for me to absorb his souls. That should be it right there. There we go. Alright, now let me send the ball down that way. I do not know how many you have to send down there, but it's eventually going to break a hole in the wall down at the end of that little path that the balls take over there. And what that's going to do is open up the way to a ring. The gold serpent ring, which allows your... it increases your loot drop chance with enemies. And I thought that was something... Okay, now that elevator leads down to where the mimic chest is. I believe it's the first mimic chest we run into. Fake chest that when you open it, it eats your face. Any player who claims to have never had his face eaten off by a mimic chest, I would just honestly call him a liar. Everyone has to, at least once, get their face eaten off by a mimic chest.
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free. I'm old and empty-handed, but I could repay you with knowledge and sorcery. This place is melting my mind. The inactivity is repressive.
Logan's on a quest for higher learning, man.
Oh, heavens. Thank you. I'm saved. And I'd love to resume my travels. But I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Firelink Shrine. Speak with me there, so that I may impart my sorcery. Oh, hello. I'll be along later. Whoa, I'll be just fine, young one.
Yeah, I think that's all he has to say. It's good to exhaust all dialogue with all NPCs. Now, I think he stays at Firelink until you deliver the Lord Vessel. And then he disappears. I think that's the trigger. But we have a little time between now and then. Once we get to the end of Anor Londo and beat Smostein, we will have access to Warp. And about that time, we should also be able to restore our bonfire at Firelink also. But first things first. First we'll get up here. And we'll go ahead and unlock the other side where the ball rolls down. The other path, hopefully, essentially this path right here. We'll keep going, and we're going to eventually want to go straight and down to the right, but there's a few things to grab first. But I think this is a good cutoff point for now. Alright, and on the next one, we'll start from right here, and we'll go investigate the other side of Sin's Fortress. How does that sound? Alright, thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate you watching. Your support means everything to this channel. It's you guys who make it, not the videos. Alright, and to catch up on what we've done so far with Dark Souls, click the top box. And for a complete list of all my playlists, click the bottom box. And if you want to help support the Ninja Flips and subscribe to be notified when I upload videos daily, then hit that button right there over my head. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Bye-bye.